Opioids are legally classified as narcotics, and if you stop taking opioids abruptly, you can experience withdrawal. And because the words narcotics and withdrawal are so often linked to the word addiction, people with pain are often worried that they can become addicted to opioid medications. Family and friends may also have concerns, as may employers and coworkers. The problem with words like addiction is that they get used so often by people who don't know what they mean in contexts where they really don't apply. As a result, a lot of what we see on TV and a lot of what passes for common knowledge is just plain wrong. So, let's set the record straight. First, addiction is a physical and psychological disease, not a side effect of medication. Addiction is all about the individual, not the drug. Second, the reality is that true addiction to opioid medications is so rare that the word addiction isn't even part of the common language of opioid use in pain treatment. Third, what most people mistakenly think of as addiction are actually perfectly natural consequences of opioid use called tolerance and dependence. Because there's so much confusion and misinformation on the subject of addiction, and because the decision to use or not use opioids is too important to be based on anything but hard facts, we're going to take some time here to clarify what addiction is and what it isn't.
In our contemporary society, there are many reservations about using opioids. Some of these reservations have to do with the potential for addiction. Individuals are constantly worried and have anxiety about, yes, I would like an opioid because I want to achieve pain reduction, but also on the other hand, will I become addicted to the opioid? From surveys and clinical trials, the potential for becoming addicted to a prescribed opioid is very, very small.
Let me try to describe the difference between tolerance, addiction, and dependence. Many people on opioids develop tolerance over time, and that basically means that your body becomes tolerant to the drug, and you need more drug to have the same or even lesser effect. Dependence is a rather common phenomenon, and that's something that people should be afraid of. And all that means is that your body becomes dependent on the medication, and if you stop it abruptly, you will go into withdrawal, meaning you'll have certain physiologic things that happen that are not very pleasant. Addiction is something totally different. That word is thrown around much too easily by people. Very few people with chronic pain become addicted to their medication. Addiction is a state where the drug becomes your entire life. Getting the drug, taking it, using it, and usually to the individual's detriment.
Let's review. Tolerance and dependence are normal and natural. Addiction is abnormal and unnatural. When it's your pain and your quality of life that depend on making the right choice of medication, those are important distinctions. And if you're letting fear of addiction make that choice for you, you may be turning your back on the right choice for all the wrong reasons.